Hey guys, I thought I'd make a quick video again. This time it's going to be another story about bar stories. But this story is going to be a good story. Well, sort of good. You'll probably hear it and think, idiot, why didn't you do something? But because of my fear and my autism, I didn't. And I'm an idiot, so. But here's the story. This is a good story. This was before COVID. Was it before COVID? Yeah, it was before COVID. Because nobody was thinking about masks or anything like that. I was outside at the bars and clubs, the downtown area that I go to, and we have a pizza place where you can go get, junk food after you get drunk out of your mind. And it was pretty warm that night, so you could stand around and stand outside. I was still rough into withdrawal at the time. So, that's partly why I didn't do what, I should have done during this instance. But I'm standing outside, and there's there's people around waiting for their food, and they're all standing outside. And there's two girls that work at this local sports bar. I could tell by they were wearing their work shirts. And they had two guys with them. Looked pretty young. I mean, they look like the guys would be like a year or two out of high school, if that much. And the girls, of course, were real young too. Well, one of the girls just had her eyes fixated. I don't even remember what she looked like now, but she had her eyes fixated on me. Literally was just hypnotized by me. It was the most. If you've ever read the Doggy dinner bowl look, Ross Jeffries used to talk about that in PUA, or the sexy stare where they just can't take their eyes off of you, and they just kind of have their head tilted and they're looking at you dreamy. Well, I had that, and that was exactly what she was doing, and she couldn't take her eyes off of me. And I looked over, and her friend noticed it. And the guys either didn't notice it or they were pretending not to, And they were talking to the other girl, and she had this kind of look over at her friend like, wow, she is mesmerized by this guy. And, of course, I never approached, ever, like an idiot. But the funny part of the story is the other girl, I remember what she looked like. And anytime I ever see her, and I don't see her all the time, but anytime that I see her, because we live in a small town, smaller town, you see some of the same people. Anytime I see her, if she recognizes me, gives me the biggest smile. And it's flattering. It's not much. It's not an amazing story, but it was fun to get that Doggy dinner bowl look. If you don't know what I'm talking about, literally type that in. Type in Doggy dinner bowl look. And it was the old PUA teachings. And Ross Jeffries, he was the one that invented that term. And it just meant like a woman just being mesmerized by you. She's just, oh my gosh, Almost like us if we see a Stacy, it's just, that's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. And I got that look. So, it was fun. That's all I got to say for that story.